Oh, he good. Yo, what up? ¿Qué pasa? Zenmayang, Expedawe, Salvete. What is going on? So today I'm outside enjoying the weather, and I am going to actually watch episode 1, House of the Dragon. Don't know what to expect. I've read some stuff about it, don't really know too much, so I'm kind of going to go into this with pretty much fresh perspective and see what happens and give you all a reaction. So, episode 1, House of the Dragon, here we go.
As the first century of the Targaryen dynasty came to a close, the health of the old king, GRR, was failing. In those days, House Targaryen stood at the height of its strength. With 10 adult dragons under its yoke.
Wow.
The king's eldest male descendant.
Oh, brother, here we go.
To prevent a war being fought over his succession.
And now we get to do it
he
again.
knew
Oh my god.
The only thing.
9th year, King Viserys Targaryen won. 172 before the death of Night King. 172 years before Daenerys. Okay. I think they spent like $30 million an episode on this, something like that. Even just now, I mean, I think it actually looks a little better than what I've seen of Rings of Power, which is really kind of sad. I mean, this looks good. So far, so good. Stand back. The armor looks. This is what's different. I mean, these clothes look lived in more than the ones in the Rings of Power. The costumes look like clothes and not costumes. Wait. Oh no, are we gonna get the lesbian thing going on here? Oh man, okay. See, it's sad that that's the first thing that you think about. Wow, cityscapes look good. The lighting is nice. I like that. Besties. I wonder if the brunette is actually a Targaryen. I don't know if she would be able to ride the dragons herself, command the dragons herself.
I'd rather serve as a knight and ride to battle and glory.
Already we're there. Okay.
We have royal wounds, you and I.
So being attended, and all that isn't enough.
We must learn to face it with a stiff lip.
Well, this is hard, huh? And then there's this guy.
Growing alliance among the free cities has taken to styling
I mean, can you be adopted into this? I mean, this guy's clearly African American, all right? So how is he a Targaryen?
They call him the crab.
Already we've got the white guys just yucking it up, and the real powers behind the throne are the ladies and the black guy.
I would be delighted.
Because they're the ones talking sense. It's like, okay. Oh no. I've read some stuff. Hopefully.
Does my father know?
Oh boy.
No.
See, this is the thing. I mean, this is.
Do you know what it is?
Fundamental difference that I've seen with Game of Thrones versus some other stuff. I mean, everyone is obsessed with power in Game of Thrones.
Turn around.
Which means that no one deserves it. I mean, You contrast that with like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. It's just
Now,
different.
you and I both own a small mongrels.
Is that Matt Smith? I don't even know the actors.
Starving and undisciplined.
Man, this dude don't mess around. This is almost like beat for beat what I do know of the first season of Game of Thrones. There was a tournament, and this sort of setup. Oh, he done. Don't think he'd be allowed to wear that helmet to joust. This is gonna get ugly. We get an obligatory shot of the kid who's black, I guess. I don't know.
Nicely done, Uncle.
Thank you, prisoner.
I wonder if this is how we should celebrate the birth of our future king.
We give all the intelligent lines to that guy. Not usually how. It's not usually how the rules work. In jousting matches, it doesn't descend into that. This is a hockey game.
No loss.
I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, they would do that without any anesthetic or anything? Holy shit. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, wow. I thought that battle was going to go on further. Wow. Funeral pyre.
I will not sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
Feast for Crows, that was an interesting throwback. Holy crap. So that's where this is going. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh wow. I gotta say, this might actually have more going for it than Rings of Power.
We must all mourn in our own way, Your Grace.
Oh, he good.
My family has just been strong enough to unite the realm against the cold and the dark.
So that's tying into
They
the
don't call his dreams
foreshadowing.
Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah. Song of Ice and Fire, wow.
This secret.
Greetings. This episode brought to you today by yours truly at Blue Mesa Studios. Please have a look at the links for Patreon. I'm also on Buy Me a Coffee and several other places that are shown on your screen. If you'd like to support the channel, that would really help me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and now on with the show. Man, that was pretty good. I was surprised and pleasantly surprised and blown away by some of that. I mean, I think it looks so much better than what I've seen in Rings of Power. I mean, I saw some stuff about how costumes were designed and commentary on that in a YouTube video. Maybe I'll find that again and link it in the description. But this, you can see the depth of the, not just costumes, but it's clothing. You can see the depth of the clothing. Amazon has costumes. This isn't costumes. This is clothing. You can see it in the layers that are on screen, visible in the clothing that they wear every day, you know, and the dress and the court wear that you saw them getting, that you saw the Princess Rhaenyra putting on, you know, for this ceremony. You saw it in that. You can see it in the earrings. You can see it in all sorts of stuff. You know, so I might do a video on that and talk about some of the difference between what I've seen for Rings of Power and Game of Thrones. But I thought I'd jump into this and watch Game of Thrones and Rings of Power simultaneously and give some compare and contrast and see what happens. I will say, like I've said in other videos, I'm not a super Game of Thrones person. I actually have not seen most of the Game of Thrones series, I've read a couple of the books. Read the first book, loved it. Read the second book most of the way through the second book, and I don't think I made it through the third book, but I enjoyed it. I won't talk about that at length here. I've seen pieces of the show, and of course, my favorite character is the Hound, hands down. I mean, just awesome. So this is interesting. So I'll start following this and post this stuff and see what happens, and maybe get some more views, get some more hits, some more subscribers, see what happens. And like I said, do a compare and contrast on the elements of Game of Thrones versus Rings of Power. And like I said, I think in the opening part or in the middle of this is the one big difference that I see. It's that in Game of Thrones, people crave the power and they want the Iron Throne, and it's all about that. Whereas Tolkien focused on the much more ordinary things of life and how those ordinary things in an epic scale of time make a difference, and how the smallest person, a hobbit, seems like the most unlikely of creatures, can change the course of history and rule the fate of men. Bilbo's pity will rule the fate of men. And so it's not as much on the high society stuff. Lord of the Rings didn't focus on that as much. It was there, and it was extant, but not as much, I don't think. But this is interesting. I mean, there are all these little machinations, and all the twists and the turns of the political intrigue. Maybe I can kind of try to ferret out a little bit and try to understand a little bit. So appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. And Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 1. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. See you next time. Peace out.